Hello, it's Thursday the 20th, another pretty grotty morning. I'm FX Blue and this is the market brief. So inflation increased, that's pointing towards an overheating economy. CPI inflation more than doubled to 1.5% in April, meaning consumer prices are rising at their fastest since before the pandemic began. Much like the Fed, the Bank of England won't act yet. It'll want to establish a firmer foundation to the recovery. And much like the Fed, we'll probably see more questions over how they plan to calm growth in due course. The next MPC meeting is on June 24th, so they'll get to see at least another month of data before they get together again. For now, though, Governor Bailey still sees higher inflation as transitory. He puts it down to shorter supply and much higher demand. As we know, the reopening of non-essential retail saw demand grow exponentially. That said, the jump in wages seen in the report will serve as a reminder of that looming threat. But in the market, sterling held firm around 141.50 until the Fed minutes came out. That drove it down towards the 141 mark. We have recovered slightly, and we opened this morning around 141.25. So, the Fed minutes. Well, despite the united front presented to the market since the meeting, the minutes showed a degree of concern over an overheating economy. Typically, the market has jumped on that, thinking the Fed should start tapering sooner than Q1 next year. And that's based on the understanding that once it's been agreed that action is necessary, the longer they leave it to actually act, the harder they'll need to press on the brake pedal to calm things down. However, before we all get too carried away, we should remember that those discussions took place a few weeks ago, and back then confidence was very high that the recovery would be extremely strong. Since then, much of the data has been, well, disappointing at best. So opinions around the Fed table may well have changed in the interim. But as you'd expect, the minutes drove the dollar index up to 90.30, and euro dollar was pulled back from about 122.45 to close around 121.75, and that's where we opened this morning. Right, that's it from me. The keener-eyed amongst you would see we've got a little addition to the vlog. That's Bertie. He's a dude. Join me again tomorrow.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.